Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Protalix BioTherapeutics PLX third quarter 2024 quarterly summary. Today is the 15th of November 2024, and in the summary, we're going to be looking at the bullish and the bearish parts of their quarterly report. So I generally follow small cap pharma. I do games. I do a little bit of everything. So if you like what we're doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps out a lot, and thank you. Disclaimer, I currently have a position, which I bought slightly under $1, so I am so happy. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by your own due diligence, and information given is valid for today, the 15th of November, and the slideshow will not be updated. But as we get new news, new slideshow. So let's get right into it. The company revenue was $18 million. That's up from $13 million from last quarter. That really comprised of $3.4 million from Pfizer, $2 million from Brazil, and $12.3 million from our partner. You can see that we did not sell as well from Pfizer and Brazil, but of course made that up in spades with the other one. Net income, not a net loss. Net income was 3.9. Cash at the end of the quarter was 27.4 million. The $20 million in convertible notes due in September paid off, so they are done. So we do not carry any current debt. And then of course we're going to get PRX 115, all the data by the end of the year. And so when looking at this quarter, I want to remind people at $1.41, which is at the moment I'm recording this video, it's definitely going to change. The company's still under $100 million market cap. And if they can put together these types of quarters, we are looking at the sky at that point. So let's look at the sales. So best numbers to date, obviously. So what we're going to do, we take the 12.3 million and we divide that by 0.15. So that's 15%. So that is the lowest royalty revenue that we get. So this is just a very basic math. So that means that there's 82 million in sales. Now we've already collected 3.9 this quarter. Again, I don't know if that was sales from last quarter that have now made it on, because I'm sure sales aren't instantaneous from how it works. So we're not quite sure where that is coming from, or if it's already sales that are counted, or if not, was not made clear. But at the moment, for 9 months, we had a total of $14 million of sales, which puts it at about 93 million. Obviously, if that 3.9 has not been factored in, we're over 100 million in sales to begin with. And that is a great start for a new drug. Is it time to celebrate? So, well, yes. I am feeling pretty good, up more than 40%. But let's enjoy this win. Since we are still in the ramp-up phase, we could be settling for a very sweet paycheck if sales could double. And how am I getting that information? So the company operating expenses were 13.8 million for the quarter and 38.3 for the year. So looking at that, the company will most likely spend $56 million in operating expenses. Okay, no problem. 56, we're going to take that 15, and that's 373 million in sales that need to occur. Now, 25 million sales are going to come from Brazil and Pfizer. So that kind of pushes us down to 31 million. At that point, that's 207 million, which is a much more reasonable number and something that I think we can easily pass. This year alone, and we're just looking at total revenue at the moment, 17.9 million. We need to get to 31. That doesn't look so tough. And that is if Brazil and Pfizer sales keep low. They might recover. We're going to have to see. So let's switch gears to their other asset. So PRX 115 data, very positive. The drug had a dose-dependent response, which means more drug, more change to the uric acid. That is extremely positive. That shows that there is a correlation. Safety was very acceptable. However, the drug did seem to reduce uric acid, which is what causes gout. So right now they're talking with the FDA about a phase 2 design. This might change to a phase 3, depending on the results and what they offer to the FDA and maybe who's in charge of the FDA at that moment. But it's set to launch in the second half of 2025. Right now, we're going to assume it is a phase 2, and then that we have to do a phase 3 after it. Now, the data was good, but sadly, we are very far away from providing anything meaningful. Obviously, that 2025 data, if it is a phase 2, data would be in early 2027, and so you would not start your phase 3 until probably late 2027, which is, again, you can see now we're talking about 2028, 2029. That's just too far away from the moment. So summary. So overall, it's a great quarter, and of course, we're going to be looking at the fourth quarter numbers with a little fire in our eyes, hoping for the same. If it is the same, it is going to be a celebration time in here. I'm not going to lie. I am not expecting it to be as good. Obviously, they buy in bulk when they need it, so we did not have a lot of sales prior to this quarter. So we're just going to have to see how it rolls out and go from there. We will continue to look at the net income or net loss to see how the company fares. We do have 27 in the bank, so you could slip a little bit and still be fine, which is, again, what makes a company more valuable. And of course, PRX 115 will start in the second half of 2025. Now, that is most likely based on the current regulatory conditions that we have at that time. It might change. So, but again, hey, if you've been with me for a while, take a little time to celebrate. I think we're finally on the right track after reporting it for 3 quarters and not having any good news. I think we're finally seeing something positive. And again, it's looking like we have 100 million in sales for this year, and this drug is new and it's going against entrenched competition. So I am looking at this very positive. I think we're going to be okay. So thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.